Hi Cancer, welcome to your daily tarot reading. Thank you for joining me in this reading. I'll be using the Light Seers deck and the Starseed Oracle deck. So remember to take what resonates and to leave behind whatever you feel does not from today's reading. So let's find out what messages come through with today's cards. So the first card that came out is the Ace of Wands. You could be dealing with a fire sign with this card, a Sagittarius, Leo, or an Aries. The next card that we have is the Knight of Swords. So you could be dealing with an air sign with that card, Aquarius, Gemini, or even a Libra. And the next card we have is the Death card. So you could also be dealing with a Scorpio with that card. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. So this is showing some water energy. You could be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, or even a Scorpio. Okay, so with the Seven of Cups and it being in the reverse, this is all about being able to focus on making a decision and knowing what you want, and going about it without being distracted or heavily influenced by other factors. So with this card, this could even show you perhaps being a person that is chosen in a situation amongst many. This could be your good qualities really coming out. And with it being a Cups card, this could be your good qualities on an emotional level and even on an artistic kind of a level. But this card shows that making a decision may be easier on this day, and that decision is easy because perhaps the other options perhaps look very ungrounded or unrealistic. So with this card, this is showing a very practical approach to making a decision. And then with the Ace of Wands, this is a card that is showing perhaps being able to tap into the more creative side of yourself. Also, the Ace of Wands shows a new beginning that is possible. So this could be you getting the chance to really express yourself, and being able to perhaps get recognized for your more artistic side, just like with that Seven of Cups. But this card is showing also the ability to begin something new that is perhaps in the more creative field, and also being able to take action on any ideas that you have. This card also shows inspired action and a spark that is possible on this day. So you could be very inspired perhaps on this day. Perhaps if you are in the realm of creating art, this could be a day where you are especially in touch with the more artistic side of yourself, and you may be getting that inspiration in that sense. But also this can even show the spark and this exciting new beginning that is possible with this card in any area really. Okay, and then with the Knight of Swords, this is a card that is showing, so normally in the upright position this would be all about taking action and trying to get to somewhere very quickly, and moving something forward very quickly, and it's very determined energy. But with it in the reverse, this is perhaps you wanting to keep something to yourself. So with that Ace of Wands, this could be you coming into a place where you are perhaps creating something, or you may be feeling a spark with somebody around you. But this is all about you being able to birth an idea that is very inspiring and that is very original. And with the Knight of Swords being in the reverse, this is you perhaps choosing to keep it to yourself, and you may not be necessarily putting it out there right now. But with the Ace of Wands, this shows that any ideas that you have or anything that you're working on or creating is something that has got the potential to bring in a lot of abundance. It is something that can create a lot of traction, and it's something that can be very appreciated as well. So with that Ace of Swords, perhaps you are taking your time, you are slowing down, making sure that everything is done correctly. Also, the Knight of Swords in the reverse, this is a card that can sometimes show perfectionism. So that could also be another factor in perhaps slowing down, getting this creation, this idea, this attraction that comes to you out there. And then with the Death card, so it's death and rebirth. This is all about being able to... This card shows the ending of something, but also with this card, it is a card that shows transformation. So following the ending of something, that is the birth of something new that is even better than what has left. This is that energy of the rising of the phoenix. So perhaps something has to come to an end so that something new and better and stronger and more solid can take its place. So it's possible that this new beginning that the Ace of Wands is showing is something that is going to be replacing something that you may have outgrown, that was unsustainable and would have been coming to an end. And with this card, this is a good sign for that Ace of Wands energy. Again, with it being a rebirth, this is showing that it is something with a lot of great potential, and it's a huge transformative kind of energy that is coming through. So the Knight of Swords, this is a card that is also showing you perhaps being very patient with yourself, but also being able to pace yourself in a way that is going to result in the long-term success of anything that you are working on, or any new beginning that you are starting on this day. Okay, so let's find out what message comes through with the Starseed Oracle deck. So the card that came out is this card over here. It says Earth Pulsing. Pulse of the Mother, slow down, time in nature. Okay, so this card is also another card that is talking about being able to slow down, being able to be patient with yourself. And also time in nature is all about being able to connect perhaps to a higher power, and being able to really get in touch. So this card is all about being able to trust in the pulse of the earth, and that being something that is going to, that perhaps provides you with this inspiration on this day. That could be where you derive this spark and this idea, this new beginning on this day. And one way to do earth pulsing is through meditation and surrendering really to the rhythmic pulse of the earth, through being able to surrender to the timing, the pace. And with the Death card, I'm really getting that is something that could be a very transformative experience. It could be where you can derive perhaps a lot of inspiration and even rejuvenation, what with that rebirth part of that card. Okay, so I'm going to be pulling out a card from the Fairy Tarot deck for further messages. So the card that came out is this card over here. It says Six of Summer. And it says children or childhood, the return of people or romances from your past, remembering events differently, in a better or worse light than how they really occurred. So with the Six of Summer card, this could even be that sense of inspiration and that spark coming to you from perhaps being able to remember and reflect on an old connection or your childhood. That may be where your inspiration is coming from, perhaps that you are deriving towards a new beginning. And also this card can even show perhaps somebody who is from the past coming back, or you being able to reconnect with that person. And with the Ace of Swords being in this reading, this could be showing perhaps a new beginning. And with the Death card, this could be the new beginning from reconnecting with someone from the past. And this time perhaps things are perhaps being rebirthed, being transformed. So this could be a new beginning with somebody from the past in a new way, perhaps after gaining more maturity, gaining more experience. So that is also possible. But also with this card, it is a very sweet kind of energy and it's very giving. So it also shows family, and perhaps you may be spending this day, you may be spending time with family and being able to enjoy in those sweet connections. And finally, this could even be you being able to meet somebody who is new, perhaps on this day, and getting a chance at a new beginning when it comes to perhaps romance, or someone that you're working with and creating something with. But this is someone who perhaps may feel very familiar to you in a way that is very comforting. It may feel like this is a connection that feels like coming home. And it's very sweet, also very innocent, and just very lovingly charged. And the Seven of Cups at the bottom of the deck could even be symbolizing, perhaps, with it being a message of perhaps even you being chosen. That could even be representative of this new beginning and how it starts. Okay, so that is all I have for today's reading, Cancer. So I hope you have a wonderful day today. Bye, Cancer.